I'm back.
So yes, I'm back unfortunately. So it has been a while, I know, but I've just been busy enjoying summer, enjoying my minis and doing various other bits that I've got going on in my life. So YouTube, unfortunately, has had to take a back seat. So I'm doing this video today in the hope that it gives me the kick up the arse that I need to get back uploading a few more videos over the winter months to keep you guys sane whilst it's freezing cold outside. So first and foremost, where have I been? So I've just been crazy busy over the last few months doing a project that I took out in May. So basically I bought this house which needed a full refurb so I could add it to my rental collection what I've got. So basically over the last 5-6 months I've been arguing with solicitors, builders and tenants just to get this house done and dusted. So like I say, the good news is there is now a tenant in there, so that now frees up time for me to get back in the garage, get doing a few jobs on the garage, because I'm going to be doing a bit of a garage makeover. There's potentially going to be a garage extension. So yeah, I've got plenty going on in the next few months. So yeah, stay tuned for that. As you can see on my left hand side, I've got an array of parts that I've been collecting over the last 6 months or so. So I've got everything from original bits, I've got a few special tuning bits which may be going on the Mark 1 in the not too distant future, or the Mark 3 depending on whether this car sells or not. So the elephant in the room as well, I've had quite a lot of messages of people asking why I'm selling my Mark 1. So the reason I put that car up for sale was basically because I wanted to free up some funds to then add to my rental portfolio, which I've got going on at the minute. But I've had no luck selling it because no one seems to want to pay what the asking price is. I'm getting offers relatively close to the asking price. But like I said, from day one, when I put the car up for sale, I'm not in a rush to sell it. I don't particularly want to sell it, but my heart says keep it, but my head says, Toon, it's probably better off if you do something else with the money, and then you can always get another Mini in the future. But with mortgage rates doing what they're doing at the minute, being near 6%, I don't think I want to sell it anymore. I think I'm just going to keep it. So yeah, I just decided to put it up, see what happens. Like I say, if it's sold, it's sold. If it doesn't, I'll just keep it. I'm not bothered at all. So like I say, it's a win-win situation for me. If it doesn't sell, I get to keep it. If it does sell, I get to buy more houses. So I'm the only one winning out of the situation. So like I say, I've got bits here which are going to be going on the Mark 1 from wiper motors. I've got a replacement horn, a couple of little bits for the minivan, and then I've got a few bits for the Mark 3 as well. So like I say, what I'll do is I'll give you a bit of a walk around of what I've been up to on the Mark 3, what I'm going to be getting up to on the Mark 3, what I've kind of got planned for the Mark 1, and then what's happening with the minivan as well. So yeah, I know it's been a while, but I hope you enjoy this one. So I'll catch you again soon, and enjoy the little update I've got for you. Right, okay, so let's kick things off with the Mark 3 Cooper S. So the last video I did in this car was doing the Vorts centre caps. Absolutely love these centre caps, and it just finishes the rose petals off absolutely perfectly. And I've had quite a few people ask me at shows where you get them from. Like I say, on my last video, I put a link in the description of where you can get those from. So like I say, if you want to get yourself a set, just whack the link and get in touch with him, and he'll send you some out. So what I've been up to on this car, so I've been doing a few exterior bits and a few interior bits. So what I'll do is I'll talk you through what I've been up to, and then what I'm going to be getting up to on this car over the next couple of months whilst we wait for next year. So I'll start off with the front of the car. So I've done a couple of jobs underneath the engine bay. So one of the jobs that I've done is I've fitted the correct washer bottle. So the washer bottle that was on this car was the round style, not the Mark 3 style. So I've now fitted the correct washer bottle. I've also fitted a new set of washer jets as well. So the jets that was on this car were like the chrome style, which is a total aftermarket option. So as you can imagine, it was driving me absolutely crazy. So I managed to source, our radio equipment sourced me a set of new old stock Mark 3 washer jets along with that washer bottle as well. I've also fitted the correct glass style indicator lenses, so it had the plastic style on it as well. So like I say, the bits that you could have got away with, but me being me, I've got to have the right bits on it. And like I say, I know I said I weren't bothered about this one being completely original, but when you actually see the colour difference in the glass style and the plastic style, it's actually quite noticeable. So like I say, definitely a good thing that I got those changed. So that's basically what I've been up to on the front end. And then moving on to the interior, this is where I've been most busy. So again, I mentioned in my last video that I was going to be fitting a new carpet, so I fitted the correct style carpet in here now for the remote change gearbox, because the style that was in it was for the rod change, and it had like a little circle piece there where the rod change should have been. I've also fitted an indicator, not an indicator cover, I can't get my words out today, a handbrake cover, which is, like I say, this carpet's from Newton Commercial, so that come with the carpet from Newton Commercials. I'm not sure whether it should have one of them or not, so if anyone knows, let me know. Like I said, literally just velcros in place. So that's the carpet. I've also fitted 12 volt chargers, so I can charge my phone when I'm out and about. So like I said, that was particularly handy when I went and did a couple of runs down south. I did the London to Brighton in this car, and I also did Bewley in this car. So like I say, being able to charge your phone and your Bluetooth speaker while you're whizzing about is absolutely magnificent. So what I've done as well, I've also fitted new dash inserts. I'm not particularly happy with the way that fits around that binnacle, I'll be completely honest with you. I think I ballsed up when I cut it, so I might order another set of them and redo that. And like I say, it looks a little bit better than what it did. So yeah, I shall do that. Another thing that I've done is I've fitted the correct plastic style door openers. So the style that was on it, it had the chrome ones. Like I say, I thought they was original at first, but then turns out that they're not. So like I say, again, ADO Equipment supplied me with those plastic style door handles, which just look much better, because like I said, they match the actual door furniture now. Like I say, all this is original now, so it looks much better. Another thing that I've done on the inside of the car is I've fitted the correct style partial shelf cover, again from Newton Commercials. Looks much better than what it did, because it had like a fabric style. And then on the rear of the car, I've also fitted the correct exhaust clamp. So it had the U-Bolt RC40 fitting kit on it, so I've fitted the correct what's it called, that double wire, yeah, double banded hose clip, so it looks a little bit better than what it did. In the back here, I've got a few parts that I need to send to the paint shop. Like I said, I've touched on this before. I've got a load of non-locking fuel caps which need painting. So these are all, well, those two are a matching set, and then that one's an oddball. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get two sets done in bronze yellow for obviously this car, and then I'm going to sell a set to recoup the money for obviously restoring all these, and then I'm going to get this one done in Columbus grey for my minivan, which is over there. So I've just fitted a chrome one to the minivan, but I'm going to have one as spare as well, so like I say, I can chop and change things as I please. You might be wondering what the fuel tank's in there for when I've got two tanks. So basically, when I come back from London to Brighton, I filled up in Brighton 2 full tanks of fuel, and when I got to junction 18 of the M6 at Congleton, I run out of fuel. So there's actually a video of me on my Instagram pushing this car up the M6, because I thought, like fuck, I'm leaving this in the live lane of a smart motorway. So I might insert a clip of that now if I can. Just pushing me Mini up the M6, mate. So yeah, interesting times. Like I say, there's a big debate on these cars as well, whether that should be chrome or whether it should be body colour. So like I say, I'm going to have the best of both worlds. I'm going to have a chrome set and I'm going to have a body colour set. So like I say, people can shout all they want whether I've got the right or wrong ones. I've actually got 2 sets, so that should be good. Right, let's move on to the other 2. Right, okay, so the Mark 1 Cooper S. If you're wondering why it's a little bit dark in here, I've had to turn my garage lights off because I'm waiting for my GoPro to charge up, because I didn't charge it up last night. So I thought, rather than giving someone an epileptic fit with my garage lights literally just flashing like mad, I thought I'd just turn them off. So yeah, you'll have to either get your glasses on or adjust your brightness on your phone or your TV, whatever you're watching on. Anyway, so what I've been up to on the Mark 1, absolutely nothing apart from literally tiny jobs. Like I say, I've fitted the double wire exhaust clip on this car. And that is pretty much all that I've been up to. Like I say, this car has been up for sale, which I've touched on earlier. But like I say, if it does stay, it's either going to be getting new wheels or a different look for next year. Because like I say, I just want to spice it up a little bit because I've had it 2 years now. So jobs that I'm going to be doing on this one over the winter, I've got new HT leads being made by ADO Equipment. So this is actually the Mark III style HT lead. So like I say, I've got the correct Mark 1 caps, and I'm just waiting for ADO Equipment to obviously get this wire in stock, and then they can make me a set for that. So obviously I've got a set getting made for this, and I've got a set being made for the Mark III over there, along with obviously the new coil, which I've got on the side here. I've got a selection of different bits on the side here, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will give you a little bit of a clue as to what wheels I'm going to be putting on either one of those cars. One thing that I've got to show you as well, mate, did you see how much I've paid for a set of wing nuts for that airbox? Like, that is unbelievable. So yeah, that's Cooper S tax for you. So yeah, moving back onto the Mark 1, I've got some, and well, I need to order some bulkhead sound insulation. I just want to have it looking a little bit more original underneath the bonnet. So that's one thing that's missing off this car as well. I also need to address the rust on this block as well, because it is driving me absolutely insane. I've got loads of little rusty bits. Because like I say, I have actually used this car in the rain, so most people think I just literally just sit in the garage and polish them and don't use them, where I actually use them quite a lot as well. And yeah, it's starting to show on a few little bits of the car. So that's what I'm going to do over the winter. What else? Like I say, might put in a set of new wheels on it, and then on the inside of the car as well, one thing I need to fix as well is my interior light, because that has literally stopped working on me the other day. I think when I went to test the new horn, I think I might have popped a fuse, so that's why that's not working anymore. Yeah, inside of the Mark 1 hasn't changed at all. That's exactly the same as what it was since I've done the headliner. Like I say, I did that headliner a few months back now, and like I say, there's a video on the channel as well if you want to have a look at that. Moving on to the back of the car, again, nothing's changed apart from that exhaust clip. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Mark 1. So like I say, stay tuned, there'll be bits and bobs happening on this one in the not too distant future. So minivan, what's happening with the minivan? I've been to a few shows in this year. I went to, where did I go to? First one was Bingley Hall. I actually got first place in Pride of Ownership, which was pretty nice. So that was a nice touch. And then a couple of weekends ago, I did Stamford Hall mini show, which was the last mini show for me this year. So I have now got a few jobs that I need to do on this van as well. Like I said earlier, I've got a new fuel cap for it, a stainless version, rather than, hang on a minute, I shall show you, rather than the lock-in version there. Because like I said, the lock-in version on it, I've just got 1,000,001 keys on my key ring for the minivan, and I want to get down to the minimum amount of keys as possible. So I've got a non-lock-in version of that. So yeah, we'll do the inside first. So inside the minivan, I've got my original door openers, which I took off. So I've had fitted the DSN style. Now these work really, really well. They work much better than the older style, but the more and more I look at them, the more and more out of place they are on this van. So I just want it to be a little bit more original looking. Like I say, I know it's a bit of a resto mod, this van, but I want them handles to be put on, because like I say, I quite like the way they swoop like that. So I shall stick them on. I won't make a video fitting them because it's literally 2 screws, unless I get really desperate for some YouTube money. Underneath the bonnet, with the engine bay, not much going on with the engine. I'm going to leave it exactly how it is because it has got an oil leak. So the only thing that I'm going to be doing over the winter time, if this engine does come out, is fix the oil leak from the diff housing oil seal. So I really don't want to pull the engine out, because everyone knows what happened last time I pulled the engine out of this van. So I don't know whether to live with it or get the engine pulled out and get the oil leak fixed. The only thing is, if I pull that engine out, I know I'm going to start messing with it, because I want this van to go as fast as that one and the Mark III Cooper S. So yeah, I'll show you how bad this oil leak is. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's about 3 weeks worth. Now, has anyone got a Mini? that leaks more oil than that, because then you're still using it on the road. I mean, it's only thin, that oil, like on the thing, but it's bad enough. So yeah, drip trays are live. So yeah, that's basically the minivan, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much it for my trio of minis. It's like I say, do stick around. There's going to be plenty of videos coming, mainly on the Mark III and the Mark 1. But I hope that's cleared up a few things and showed everyone what I'm up to. So like I say, if you have enjoyed this video, drop me a comment, and I shall see you again in the next one, which will hopefully be very, very soon with my new wheels over there.